I have applied to 200 plus job positions and not even a single callback. All my other friends are already in their second or third round of interviews except for me. These were some of the thoughts that used to come inside my mind when I was in my undergrad as well as in my grad school. All I was lacking was a clear guidance on how to create or write a good resume. Hi everyone, this is Tanushree, and in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you all some of the resume writing tips and tricks that I found very helpful when I was job hunting in my grad school. So first and foremost, ensure that your resume has a proper structure in place. And what I mean by that is to keep it consistent and in a very easy to read format so that a recruiter does not have to struggle to understand your professional history. Don't use any sort of graphics or any fonts that are very difficult to understand. Use the classy ones like Times New Roman or Calibri, which are my go-to fonts as well. Proofread your resume multiple times to make sure that you don't have any spelling mistakes or grammatical mistakes or any silly mistakes. Reach out to your family and friends and ask them to review your resume and provide you with constructive feedback so that you can understand what kind of a first impression your resume is making. Keep it concise. This is again a very important point that many people tend to ignore, but make sure that your resume is just one page. Trust me, nobody has the time to go through a 2 or a 2+ page resume. A recruiter is only going to spend 7 to 10 seconds to glance through your resume, so make sure that you are able to put together all the relevant details in that one-page resume. If including your hobbies section is taking your resume from 1 to 2 pages, think about it. Is it really relevant to the job position that you're applying for, or is it really a value add to your resume? If the answer is no, make sure that you do not include that section. Quantify your achievements. I cannot stress enough on how important it is to show your accomplishments by stating numbers. When you quantify your achievements, you start showing them off as your accomplishments and not your responsibilities. For example, how much growth in the company did your efforts result in? How much user base were you able to drive in? By what percentage did you reduce the query runtime? These are just some of the examples of how you can quantify your achievements. I bet all achievements can be quantified if you can get just a little creative. Let's take a quick example to understand how you can achieve this. Let's say you are a database engineer. Instead of writing responsible for optimizing legacy queries, write it as remodeled and optimized legacy queries reduced runtime by 90%. You see the difference? The second statement is reflecting what you did and what was the output of your efforts. The first statement only reflects what you were responsible for, and it does not provide any measure of the work that you did. So the fourth tip is to use keywords like collaborated, led, or spearheaded, which is basically going to reflect the leadership qualities in you. No matter for what job role or position the company is recruiting for, they always like to see the leadership attributes in their potential employees. So last but not the least, your LinkedIn profile. Make sure that your LinkedIn profile is up to date and is included in your resume. Try to include that link as part of your contact details. Make sure that you have recommendations in your LinkedIn profile from your previous employers or your colleagues. Anyone who's screening your resume would definitely go over your LinkedIn profile to validate the authenticity of your resume, as well as to go over the recommendations or the feedbacks that you have received from your previous employers and colleagues. So these are the 5 resume writing tips that I would highly recommend you all to keep in mind when prepping up your resume. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. It would really encourage me to create more such videos that may be of some help or value to you all.